girl, there's new studies about how mouthwash causes Alzheimer's and dementia. And I was like, well, that's my problem. That's why I need the ginkgo biloba, because the mouthwash been my brain.
You know, certain things when they say they call certain things, I just kind of don't care. Is it horrible?
It's not horrible, but I mean, I kind of like pick and choose, like cherry pick which ones I want to listen to. But that one, I'm like, if this is a cause and effect, I am seeing the effect from the cause I'm doing.
I choose not to believe any of them. I'm not gonna. I gotta be honest with you guys. I'm gonna drink tap water. Like you're not. There's not a person, but some people don't. You know, a lot of people don't. And I'd have to be in a very specific town,
right,
to not drink the tap water. And for the most part, I feel pretty comfortable across the board, especially where I've lived: Atlanta, New York, Minneapolis, San Francisco, LA. I feel super comfortable drinking.
Well, New York City, like legendarily had. I don't know if it still stands today, but I know like years ago, like they did a ranking of like the cities with the best tap water. New York City was like number 2. Like New York City for a while, like was known to have good tap water for whatever reason, because we had a lot of fluoride, and fluoride is good for. We had a lot of fluoride, and fluoride is good for like your whatever. You know what I mean?
And also, you guys are not going to convince me not to drink Dasani. Like, there's nothing you can say. There's nothing you can say or do that would convince me not to drink Dasani. I like it, and I think it tastes good.
Well, people act like when people found out, because people for a long time, people didn't even realize there was salt in it. When it started becoming public knowledge that Dasani had whatever percent of sodium, people like, especially black people. Black people love to, I don't like Dasani. Their water too salty. I mean, you didn't even know they had salt until your cousin was talking about it, because I didn't know.
Yeah, I really just don't mind. I actually prefer Dasani. It's on my rider.
Yeah, niggas really was acting like their water was so salty when they started. They hate drinking this. Like, it's too salty. I don't like that salty water.
But also, maybe I'm just a contrarian, and I'm like, I was drinking Dasani to begin with. I didn't start. I'm from Georgia, and Dasani is Coca-Cola, so I've been drinking Dasani for a really long time. I feel like I remember when Dasani came out. Like, I feel like I have vivid memories.
Dasani. Yo, Dasani.
What do you call it? It's Dasani.
It's Dasani. You're saying Dasani.
My dear, Dasani drinking water.
You already I did not think Dasani. I was like, Dasani.
It's dear. Also, I think I'll go down to the Grove and have a liter of Dasani out of a carafe.
It's also Dasani, not D. You're saying Dasunny. No, Dasonny. Dasani and chair. That's what you're talking about.
Dasani Delight. Well, I like Dasani. It's on my rider. It's my preferred water. I do not like Deer Park. I don't like spring water.
I hate Nestle. Nestle water tastes disgusting, and I hate Evian. All these remember when Evian was like the fancy rich people's water? Evian tastes so nasty.
I don't mind Evian, but to me, spring water tastes like a shit in the woods. Like Deer Park tastes like it came from a park that got deer in it.
Like Poland Spring. You don't like Poland Spring?
I don't really remember how Poland Spring tastes, but I know that Deer Park is upsetting. Deer Park is like, if you put a bunch of waters in front of me, I can't always tell you which ones. I can tell you which ones are spring water.
Oh, we're going to test that. That's going to be a Patreon exclusive. Jacob, please write this down. We're going to do a Patreon exclusive. I'm going to put a bunch of waters. You're going to tell me what's spring and what's not.
I don't know spring water for sure.
I don't think you will.
Oh, I'm telling you. So Dasani is purified water. Distilled water.
Uber Eats water over and have it done by the end. We have us ready by the end of the episode.
Okay, let's do it. We'll do Patreon exclusive. Dasani is.
I wish I could come, but I'm not in LA. I want to be there.
Monet, I'm looking at you. You're in LA.
This is my green screen background, bitch.
Anyway, Dasani's distilled, and my favorite water is distilled water.
You like distilled water? Like what?
I do.
What is distilled water? I don't know what distilled even means.
So distilled is when it's like they vaporize it, and then the condensation, and I believe that's when they are like distilling it from. I don't know what distilled water is. I know it tastes the best. But I don't know what it is, but I know. Jacob, Google distilled water. I don't know what it is, but I know it's my favorite one. I know that.